Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. So today I'm going to get this salvage auction Jaguar F-Type done. This will be the last of the Jaguars, and factory color is kind of, well, we'll have to see what that looks like. Anyway, I paid $39,000, almost $40,000 for this car, and there's something I wanted to look at first and see. It does have one. Okay, so I need to appreciate commenter Philip B at this point, because he pointed out to me that this part actually exists in the performance store now. This is something that never existed before. These were not in the performance store in 2018. Never occurred to me to look for them here. Also, the superchargers are here now that weren't here before, so we can do a full. You can do the performance supercharger build that you weren't able to do in 2018. Now the supercharged V8 is an extremely powerful engine. It was extremely powerful as it was before, but you didn't have performance versions of the supercharger and the manifold. The OHV supercharger was not as powerful, but I built several cars with the supercharged V8 that you literally couldn't drive. They had way too much power for the car. But this is exciting that these are actually here, and it didn't occur to me to look, which means I now have to find a car that I can put one of these in, preferably one of these, because I want to see what this is like with the performance version. But anyway, thank you, Philip, for letting me know. You'd think I'd been playing this game for long enough to catch those things, but I didn't. So let's get started on this thing. Oh, and that reminds me as well, two of the cars that are parked outside, the 370Z and the GTR, both have intercoolers, which will need to be replaced. And then in my parking, let's see, I think the Sylvia has one, I'm not sure. The 240Zs, they don't have one. I know that's not a problem. This Ribson might have one. I'm pretty sure this Skyline doesn't have one. You see, I have 1, 2, 3 240Zs. I'm probably going to continue buying them when I find them and just keep them until I fill up however many alleys there are. Only 2 right now. I wonder if I can get more. Anyway, I'm sure I can. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Well, I was stuck there for a minute. Anyway, so I'm going to have to do that with a bunch of my cars and get that straightened out. I don't think I have even built anything yet so far in this game that uses a supercharger. I may have done one that had the standard supercharged V8 in it. Wow, that is nice. Is it black? Or is it just kind of a... It almost seems like there's a purple overtone to it. I don't know. I imagine washing it will make a decent difference in the price right now. Not a whole lot, but it's okay. And we can get to work on tearing this thing down. Was there a side window over there? I don't think so. Where are we at now? Body 1%. Okay. Only 14 grand to weld it up. And there was a bunch of stuff missing. It has 2 of those. That actually is really kind of exciting for me that that's there now. Went too far. I want to clear this. let's see. I kind of discombobulated here. Go ahead and get the box lid tube. Don't know which fuses it needs, but know we're going to need that. And then I don't know which fan. No, I want probably air filter A. Rad fan B. And these are all parts that it didn't have, so we're basically just buying all this stuff brand new. So I need that. Where did the... There it is. And those required clips. And I don't remember, because this happened on the other car, where it needed clip B. There we go. Okay, now this goes here. I think there's going to be a lot in this car. I mean, there's going to be a lot of expense going into this car because of all these things that I'm stuck. What the hell am I saying? There's a lot of stuff in this car that we're having to buy straight up. That's why auction cars generally are kind of auction cars are generally not a good way to go if you're trying to make money. I mean, it always used to be that auction cars cost... They didn't used to have the salvage auction, obviously. The auction cars came, they could be in terrible shape. They could be in okay shape, you didn't know. The star rating that they had, I mean, I bought 5-star cars that still required a lot of work. And these salvage auction cars that I have bought so far have been just missing so much stuff. There's no exhaust in this thing. Is that a B? Kind of scared how this is going to come out. So there should be 2 of each of these, I think. Except, of course, for the muffler. Oh, and I gotta get a fuel tank. There's no fuel tank in this thing either. Once the body is all on, we'll stop and see where we are value-wise. It should be a pretty significant difference by then. Most of this stuff back here looks like it's in pretty good shape. That one is not perfect, but still, it's not all beaten up. And this car has all 4 of its tires, all 4 of its rims, and they all look pretty good too. Yeah, the rims all look alright. Hope I can chrome these. I hope they look like I hope it chromes it so that just the silver part there becomes chrome and the rest of it stays black. The way the 370Z came out, I think that'll be really good if it works that way. Ah, damn it, one of these days I will remember. Oh, that needs to go. Let's see, assuming that the headlights and the taillights will not be repairable. Not going to use that, or that. Did I not put the battery in, or did I buy an extra? I have 2 batteries. I don't know why, but I have 2. Huh. Well, let's see if we can repair any of this stuff. Okay, that worked out fine. Of course, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 body parts that we were able to, that we took off the car anyway, and we didn't reuse any of the windows. Was that a door? No, it was this thing. The front bumper, rear bumper, and trunk. Okay, so door, window, left fender, right door, right window. Got the right fender. Hood, body window, headlight, mirror, tail light. Got that. Body window, headlight, mirror, tail light. Got the trunk, window, and windshield. Hopefully, that's everything. Okay, that should be perfect. You know what, I really want to look and see how much it's worth right now, but I want to wait. Because I have a feeling this is going to be another $200,000 car, and I want to wait and see. So this is the factory color. That really looks like kind of a really dark purple. Dark plum, almost black. What is the code? I wonder what it would look like. Should we do this? Ugh. Yikes. Ha! That's actually kind of appealing. Should I stick with metallic? That's not interesting. That's not interesting. Black chrome, black matte. Pearl, metallic or gloss. This is strange. It's like black but not black. I'm gonna go metallic. I think it might be like a charcoal gray. Maybe I should have painted it red. I'm not going to keep it. Because honestly, I'm not too fond of this body style. I beg your pardon. The ass end of this car is shaped oddly. I don't think I like it. Look how, yeah, this stuff, well, 50%, but still, well, this stuff is in pretty good shape. I mean, we'll still replace the bushings and the shocks and the springs, but we should be able to repair a lot of this stuff. Anything that is repairable, like obviously we won't be able to repair hub bearings and things like that, and the sway bars and all that stuff. But I think we'll be able to reuse a lot of this, since we had to spend so much on parts for the engine compartment. I don't know how much the engine... Well, the engine looks like it was pretty incomplete, too. Okay, now this is here. No, I got that off. Dismount all the tires. I'll bet we can repair all those rims. I'm feeling good about that. Because I've kept a lot of cars lately. I'm kind of fluctuating right around $1 million right now. I'd like to start building up my nest egg. I mean, I had $290 million in 2018. And there aren't a lot. I mean, a lot of that, of course, was because of modded cars that were priced out so valuable. There's only one modded car right now that's as valuable as all that. And I think even to buy, I mean, the McLaren F1, I have the mod and I've seen it in the regular auction for $1 million. And obviously, I'm not buying that. I have seen it in the salvage auction for like $600,000. I'm hoping to find one in the junkyard, but even then, it probably is going to be a lot of money, and I don't want to spend so much on a car just to get it and have to spend a ton fixing it up. So I just keep plugging away, I guess. Of course, if I did a lot more, if I was playing like hardcore on my own, banging out cars left and right, I'm sure I would make more money. Actually, and this is going to level me up too, I'm sure, because we're inside of 100 XP for the next level. So we should be well and truly set. This needs to come off. There's no starter on this thing either. See, there's never a starter. You can see where it goes there, so there's no starter. And I should have, you know what, I should have looked first, but I bet it's going to be a starter V8. Let's just have that ahead of time for once. And, oh, wait, hold on. What have I done? There we go. Really want to get the wheels off, and thinking about it too, I'm probably not going to bother to paint the calipers on this one. I don't think they're going to be visible through those wheels. That one is messed up. There's another one that's frozen. What is in this engine? There's nothing. Look at that. A crankshaft and engine block is all it's... Boy, we're going to spend a lot of money on this car. So that wheel is 65%. Rim is going to be what? 40%? 63%. I have no idea how to... I mean, I assume it's an average of the rim and the tire. I don't know how to tell what's what. I can't do math fast enough in my head. 63% on that rim, that's good. %. I think we're definitely going to get them all back. Yeah, 55. We're going to be able to repair all those wheels. This is good. Let's get the shocks together. And I will need to go ahead and process. Let's see, there's 8 of those. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20 full-size bushings. That's all the this is all the non-repairable stuff. And something else crossed my mind. Oh, I know. I want to get rid of this. I think I just sold something I shouldn't have. I did. Damn it. I sold a caliper. I marked 3 of those, but I obviously don't need 3 of them. Gonna get the clutch stuff. Because this stuff is repairable. This, which is repairable? I don't think that is. This is not, and I need one. Okay, that should get all of that stuff now. Okay, so let's run over here. I'll go ahead and repair the discs so I can sell them. It's worth a little bit of money, so might as well take it. And there's 8 pages of material here, so I'll try to pass through this as quickly as possible. Just bear with me. That was almost a mistake. I almost screwed that one up. You know what just occurred to me? I marked those I took all those bushings, I counted them, and I got rid of them. And I didn't buy them. I have to remember that I need 8 small bushings and 20 full-size ones. Because I bought the tie rod. No, I didn't buy the tie rods either, did I? I know I bought the sway bars. Every time I think I know what I'm doing. Almost there. This is going pretty well. I think I did get rid of everything that I needed to get rid of. Okay, now where are we at? Actually, you know what? I should have done this too. Because that's going to need to be repaired. And that's all the engine parts we... Well, no, that's not true. And I have one crankshaft. I have one crankshaft bearing cap. This is a V8, yes. Wait, which one is... This is 4%. I don't know if this is true, but I think the 4% is... Since the 4% is the highest number, I assume it's the highest braking force. Ventilated, drilled, and slotted. Ventilated, drilled, slotted B. Ventilated, drilled. This is ventilated carbon ceramic. It's clearly drilled. I am not convinced that they actually do anything, do any good. But might as well, since it's there. Where are we at? Yeah, I didn't buy those. Not even the right store. So I need 20 of those. I wish you could just type in here. And 8 of those. I think that's all of that. So where are we now? So 35 bucks repaired. I don't know if it was really worth it. 50 bucks for that. So what was that? 170 bucks for 4 repaired discs. Not really sure it was worth the time. I'll come back to the engine. I want to get the rims painted. Oh, it does work. That's what I was hoping for. Because there was one rim for one of the DLC cars that, or no, it's the Fairlady Z, the stock Fairlady Z rim. It wouldn't let me paint it, which is too bad because it's a good-looking rim, but it wouldn't let me chrome it. It was determined to keep it, you know, like the flat black or kind of a glossy, semi-gloss, dark gray, that color that it is. I have one of the Fairlady Z's that I kept in my collection has those wheels, but the other ones I've done have got different rims on them. That should be all of those. Yes. Oh, I need to buy tires too. Jesus. Let's think about this for a second. 255, 35, 20, 295, 30, 20. So they're all 20-inch. And we will, of course, go with race tires on this. That didn't do what I thought it would do. Come back here. Okay, 255, 35, 20. And then 295, 30, 20. But I was having a lot of trouble with that one for some reason. Okay, so 255, 30, 20. 255, 35, 20. So that's correct there. 255, 35, 20. 295, 30, 20, and that is also correct. So now we're just about set. And that looks good, like I hoped. Okay, I think that was the last wheel that needed to be mounted. I'm never sure of these things. Come on, there we go. Okay, so up we go. At least there's enough room up there for the hood to still be up. And this has a different, this has the same stock rear suspension, rear end as most cars do. I was kind of hoping to see something different after the more complex rear end that the Nissan GTR has. Did I buy springs? I don't think I did. Yes, I did. What about the caps? Nope. It's always something. It's still pretty satisfying to put this together, though. It just looks really good with all the fresh new metal. But I think the rear of the car was in slightly better shape. The front had more pieces that were frozen. I had to use the DW04 to get it out. Okay, and the 295 goes back here. See, that came out like the 370Z rim did, where the interior is still black and it chromed the highlights. The 370Z rim does the same thing. It really wants to put those on the back. I do like how much of this stuff I was able to save, though. Being able to reuse parts. Since we were going to have to spend a lot of money building the engine up, and we already had to spend a lot of money getting the engine compartment ready. Where is that? Okay, here's a stick. Finish up each side now. I like to try and build them in a balanced sort of way so that it doesn't feel to me like, you know, I like it to be symmetrical. The game doesn't care, but I like it. And can I get over there now? Alright, I think that's the entire rolling chassis. Oh, that needs to go... no, the engine needs to go on. This needs to go away. Need to buy one of those. It probably is not. Let's see, that needs to go. I still don't know why I have an extra battery. I don't know why I was bothering to look anyway. So that can go for 936. And so we just need to build the engine now. I should have bought those in the other store while I was there. I was putting that on and I knew it was going to want the water pump pulley as I saw it. This seems like it's spaced differently from the other V8s. It's like there's more... I don't know. It just seems kind of odd compared to the other standard V8 engine types. Kind of nice to actually put the oil pan on before turning the engine over. Okay, so these I hope will be here. Did I see the oil filter sticking up? Sure did. Okay, and what else can I get at this point? Huh, so that's here. And all of these things have a ton of bolts holding stuff on. Something else that occurs to me that it would be nice to have would be something. I mean, I know that it. Oh, I just saw something I don't like. Anyway, it would be nice if it kept track. I know it'll tell me at the end how much money I spent on the car, but I would kind of like a running tally. You know, everything that you spend, it keeps track, so you know how much money is going into. I just mark something I don't need to. It's an idle roller way up there. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 20 of this thing. And that throttle I know is in here. feeling this car is going to be really scary to drive. I have a feeling there's a lot of stuff that's going to go on the front of this thing that we just haven't gotten to yet. Oh, I just looked up there and I see I did gain a level. Finally got to level 27. I think the next one I'll do after this will be another story order. Because I don't know how many more there are, but I'm sure there's plenty. There were a lot in 2018, the story orders to do. And though I grinded my way to max level in that game. Okay, so the only thing it will let me buy right now is the chain. I bet there's... I bet that I need more than one of those. Okay, so did I put one of that in? Well, the timing cover for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 2 of those, this and this. Probably 2 of those. Fuel rails I haven't put on yet. Engine head cover. That cover I'm sure I'm going to need. What about... Yeah, that's it right there, I think. AJ133, yeah. Oh, I need more of them. I need 4 of these. I only bought 2. Oh man, I always hate to see a bunch of bolts that I can't just line up, you know. Okay, so this, I bet it's going to take ignition coils too, isn't it? Something else that just occurred to me. Yep. Oh, and those are these are the coil that's specific to this engine. First time I get to use these too. So I noticed that those plugs were in there at an angle. Is there going to be a... That goes there. I was wondering if there would be like a coil cover that goes over that, but I guess not. That's interesting. The fuel rail goes in right there next to the plug, next to the coil. Oh, there's another roller. There'll be a belt that goes up there too. Yeah, there it is. 'Cause I know I bought 2 belts, And there's going to be another roll or two, isn't there? Or another one. This is the first engine I've ever built that has two of these. Okay, now that is complex. This is more, I think this is more complex than the Jaguar V12 that we did in the XJS. There are only 3 bolts holding that transmission on. That seems kind of optimistic. Oh, there's a front drive shaft too that goes on because it's a all-wheel drive car to the transfer case. There we go. Okay, that should be 100%. Yep, it is. For a salvage auction car, it's not terrible. I mean, there's still a lot to do. But it was fortunate to be able to repair so much, even though there was so much missing. Where is... There it is. Sometimes I assemble one of these engines and I can't find the oil cap afterwards and I feel like an idiot. Okay, that's all the. That should be all the fluids. I'm surprised they don't have us put gas in the car. Okay, we get all the wheels pointed in the same direction. God, look at that. Okay. And I always do the headlights even though I don't think there's really a point, just because I wouldn't be able to stand it if it wasn't straight. And that actually was pretty good. I've done some of those that were terrible. Okay, now let's see what kind of performance we have. So factory power of 550. I'm going to say 900. I'm going to be optimistic. Power isn't coming on as hard as I thought it would. Okay, I didn't guess enough. 1,037 horsepower, almost a 90% increase. I have a feeling this is going to be scary. I'm going to move you first. I'm going to move this there, and then I'm going to move this out here. That'll put the 370Z inside. Need to put this inside too because I need to put the intercoolers on these, and I'll have to redyno both of these too. It's not going to be a significant difference, I don't think, but I need to have the correct numbers on the sheets. And let's take a look at this thing. See, it looks okay. It looks kind of like an Aston Martin with the long nose. The back is really blunt. It looks like somebody just kind of chopped it off. I bet the visibility out of the rear is awful. These side windows serve like no purpose whatsoever. And now we need to drive the car. Automatic transmission. There's no clutch pedal. I always wonder about that. Okay, let's go. Okay, and... well, after all that agonizing in the paint booth, it just looks black. Maybe I should have just painted it black instead of fooling around with that weird color. We've exceeded our maximum speed record already. 270, 271. Gonna shoot off the end. This is what I'm gonna do from now on. When I try to get the speed record, I'm just gonna punch it straight to the end. Trying to keep it from drifting into the dirt. But you have to be careful about steering inputs at 230, 270 miles an hour. I wonder if it's possible to... I've seen... it's kind of a low spot right there. See here? The fence... right here seems like it's kind of low. If you can hit it from here at that kind of speed, I wonder if it's possible to get over it. I have to try that sometime. But this is good. I want to. That's what I wanted. 271 miles an hour is a new speed record for any car I've built so far. So that's good. Now it's time to get this thing out of here. Okay, so there's the Jaguar. This is the last of the Jaguars from the DLC. 100% complete, totally maxed out, and it is worth $185,000. Not terrible. I mean, I was thinking maybe around 200. That's not bad. Spent $60,000 in parts. So paid 40 grand for it. Spent 60 grand in parts. That's like 100 grand right there. I don't even know. Unless they're just counting the sell value over the buy price as the profit. They are, yeah. And the condition bonus as well, because it's 100%. I'm going to have to massage these numbers a bit, see if I can figure out where exactly this stuff is going. If the parts value is 60 grand and the body value is 17 grand, unless these are just like an aggregate, 50 grand worth of performance parts, because that's 60, 110, $127,000 right there. But I guess I shouldn't overthink it too much. $185,000, 12 million in the bank. Gain a level so we can get another skill, and I think I want to do this one. Actually, I have 9 skill points. I could do more than one. Let's get the speed up. So yeah, depending on how many skill points I get the next level, that's 5, 6, let's see, that's 11, 15, 20, 26 skill points to completely max all this out. and I've bought all the tools and expansions. I want to go ahead, that's not what I want. I want to go ahead, 25 grand, let's go ahead and buy that. I guess you can keep buying alleys, 50 grand for that. All right, cool. So I'm at 1.2 million, level 27. A long way to go to level 28. Next time most likely will be a story order for the purposes of gaining another level, knocking out some more XP, see what happens. And great, I'm feeling good about where we're at now. So that'll wrap this up. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you again here for the next whatever it is we do. If anybody has any suggestions or comments for things they'd like to see, please feel free to let me know. I am happy to accommodate such things if I am able, unless it's something that I totally disagree with. But that hasn't happened yet. So anyway, on that note, bye for now.